The Department of Labor and Employment bared to the public its achievements amidst the pandemic. Since lockdowns were initiated in March, the agency has been actively supporting displaced employees from private companies as well as those from the informal sector under their various flagship programs. Kenneth Paciente reports that the DOLE has and will continue to look after the welfare of Filipino workers both here and abroad.
Raul's livelihood as tricycle driver was seriously affected during the lockdown. Back then, it was very hard to make a living to meet his family's everyday needs. But because of the programs of the government, he was able to receive cash assistance as an informal worker.
Malaking bagay para sa amin dahil wala naman kami hanap buhay dati. Hindi kami pwede mamasada. Yung pinandagdag namin sa pagkain ng pamilya namin.
The nation's workforce is one of the sectors hit hard by the pandemic. Hence, government has laid out various programs to come to their aid. Labor Secretary Silvestre Rebello III said these include the COVID-19 Adjustment Measures Program or CAMP, wherein more than 650,000 private sector workers received help thanks to a fund of more than 3 billion pesos. Under the Tulong Panghanap Buhay sa Ating Disadvantaged Displaced Workers or TUPAD, with a 1.5 billion pesos fund, more than 400,000 informal workers were given cash aid. While in the AKAP or Abot Kamay ang Pagtulong program, 3.5 billion pesos was disbursed for roughly 350,000 affected OFWs. DOLE's 16.4 billion pesos from Bayanihan 2 was divided for programs like CAMP, TUPAD, DOLE Kabuhayan Program, AKAP, and even the Emergency Repatriation Program of OWA. DOLE says 70% or close to 11.5 billion had already been disbursed.
In these difficult times, we take our hats off to our Filipino workers here and abroad for their selfless sacrifices. Those who have fallen in the line of duty, they are truly our heroes. They deserve our accolades.
The department already allocated 1 billion for its Tabang OFW program, wherein each child or dependent of returning OFWs will receive a one-time 30,000 cash aid if he or she is in college or about to enter tertiary education.
Between November and now, meron pong mga 7,000 applications that have already been approved by our OWA regional offices.
Meanwhile, OWA data show there are already 370,000 OFWs repatriated, with about 80,000 more expected to arrive in the next half of next year.
Mga 5 to 10% ang binaba nung huling period. Pero nakikita na nga natin na gradually ay as you go month to month ay tumataas naman. Tumataas na yung nag-i-improve na yung mga remittance o pinapadala ng mga OFW.
Kenneth Paciente for The Nation.